Hi everybody, hello. Happy December to you. It's our first December session and it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here today. I wish you could see my view. The sky is blue. It's quite mild. I think it was about 12 or 13 degrees yesterday. So it was quite mild. It's lovely and sunny. I'm going to go take the doggy out after for a promenade. I can't say the English word because she'll understand. So yeah, we will do that afterwards because it's nice to get outside. I've been so busy this morning because there's so much going on in the Stampin' Up world. Always on the first Tuesday of the month, there is so much going on. So I've got lots to tell you today and lots to share with you and some really exciting things to share. Well, I think they're really exciting. So I'm going to try and remember everything. So firstly, hi, Anne, and hi, Faye. We've only got 3 people watching at the moment. So hopefully we might pick up a few more people along the way. But if not, I might see you on the replay. So if you are watching on the replay, hello and welcome. And do please leave me a little comment. I try and go back and read them when I can and reply when I remember. So do please do that because it makes my day when I get a little comment on YouTube. So exciting things. And I'm going to start with something very exciting. So I'm going to turn my camera. And hopefully you can see my desk now. There we go. I'm just trying to straighten it up, because I've got a very exciting product on my desk. And this is the new product of the month from Stampin' Up. And there are only, I think, 3 demonstrators probably in the world who have this today, who have it in their possession. Me being one of them, because I was very honoured to have been invited to be on the Demonstrator Council for the new product of the month, which this month is the True Blue Papers, which I'm going to share with you. And I think I mentioned it last week, but I couldn't share any products with you last week. But I was invited a few weeks ago, and we filmed a Zoom video to share our projects with the other demonstrators. So we're sort of helping demonstrators sort of promote this new product line. So the product of the month is a new item every month that's exclusive to just the product of the month. It's not something that you can get in a catalogue. And when you spend £70, you have the option to add it to your basket for £5. Now, because I value all my lovely loyal customers, what I'm going to do, and I've mentioned this in my customer group, is I am going to send my customers £5 in Stampin' Rewards as a thank you to those who were signed up for the Stampin' Rewards. So when you pop it in your basket and have to pay £5 for it, when I see that you've ordered, I am going to send you a £5 credit that you will be able to spend on your next order, which then means that you have got it for free. So that's just a little thank you from me for choosing the product of the month. So it does look quite blue on my screen, but it is very blue. So I've got some bits that I've cut into. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these out of the way. Now, the joy of these papers are that they're only, well, I'm saying 2 colours, but it's 3 really if you include white. Okay, so the colours are Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. Yes, Anne, I just thought that was a way of me giving that back and then you get it for free. So that's a nice little print. The blues are quite like a bit of a Wedgwood kind of blue, and some of the patterns reminded me of that. The light's not the best today, but I'm hoping that there's that navy in there. this one is the one that reminded me of Wedgwood pattern. Hey Emma. And then you've got a navy design. And there goes that one again. So if you've just joined, I am sharing the new product of the month. And I was telling my customers that if they do spend the £70 and it gets added to the basket for £5, I am going to be sending my customers a £5 credit stamping reward. So it's like you've got that for free. Because I want to say thank you to you for choosing the product of the month. Now you can only do it once. So if you spent double that, there's not 2 product of the months you can pop in. And it is while stocks last. So we've no idea how popular it will be. And then there's one pattern that I've not shared because I've used it a lot, which is this sort of paisley one. And then it's like that on the back. Fleur-de-lis, is that a fleur-de-lis? And then this one, oh no, I have shared this one. My favourite one, oh no, I haven't. Because I've used it on my scrapbook page. Yeah, I've only got this bit left from 2 pieces of 12 by 12. So you can tell that I really love this one. So would you like to see some projects? Now, I have shared the photos on my social media and on my customer VIP group. So you should be able to see them on there. But I've got 3 of the projects because I don't know if you noticed that one of them was a 50th birthday card. Well, that was for my sister who turned 50 last weekend. So that's gone to its new home now. So I've got 3 projects to share with you. Now, you know me, whenever I get a new paper, I have to do the Juliet patchwork card. And what I have tried to do on my product of the month, I've tried to use minimal amount of products that could add up to the £70. So I've just used 2 punches and 1 stamp set, and then obviously like cardstock and ink in those colours, and a little bit of ribbon. So this is Night of Navy. I've done the good old patchwork card with the 1-inch squares, and then I've used the hexagonal punch, and I'm using the Simply Said stamp set, which is the one that we're using for the next coffee and card. It's only £16 this set, and so that's one that I always do. We had quite a tight deadline, so I had to pull out some sort of projects that I knew I could make quite quickly that I've done before. So I did 2 cards, and then I did this mini gift bag. Now this gift bag is on my channel. There is a video. It's from December 2021, I do believe. It's either 2020 or 2021, and it's under the coffee and card section. And you make this little bag from 2 pieces of 6 by 6. The ribbon is actually cloud cover, but I think it goes quite nice. And then I've done the cute little paper roses that I've done with some circle punches. Do you know what, Anne? I think I will do. I'll do a PDF for this, and I'll do a PDF for this that people can have if they purchase the product of the month. But the 50 card, it doesn't really warrant a PDF. It's just measurements. I'll pop it in, but yeah, I'll pop it on the video on the PDF. Yeah. And I can put the link on the PDF to how to make this, even though it'll be in different papers. So yeah, people can have that. And then finally, I've done a scrapbook page because we're getting more into scrapbooking. And this is my scrapbook page. Now, it was very, very considerate of Stampin' Up to come out with a pale blue and a navy themed paper, because Craig's suit is navy and he's wearing a pale blue tie, and I don't know if you can see, but I have got blue sandals on. They were my something blue. So I just thought, oh, that's gonna go really, really nicely. And this sort of came together. I knew that the flowers would work. I've done the flowers with the papers, and I've actually used leaves from the Painterly pears, the pears dies that have gone on the last chance list today, and they are very heavily reduced. I think there's about 40% off. They've got some great, they don't just cut the pears out, they've got lots of leaves and things like that. So, and then of course, I love my big letters. And that was just a bit of an afterthought, was that. I thought it needs something else. And then I just, managed to fit those in the middle. And again, I've used that hexagon punch just as a little label at the bottom and there at the top. I don't need to write much on there. We know what it is, just the date. Let the photos do the talking on that one. So, I was really, really pleased with this. I've not used any 12 by 12 card. I've just used the papers. So that's the one on the other side. So I've used a full sheet, and then I've used the paisley one here behind. And Craig says we need to frame this in a nice 12 by 12 like box frame. So I think that would be nice. So yes, I will do a PDF, Anne. Thank you for asking. If you think that will encourage people to shop, then I will do a PDF. But it probably will be, thinking of my schedule, Friday when I get round to doing something like that. So that's that. Product of the month tick. Please do let me know your thoughts on that if you like the papers. And it will change. There'll be dies, there'll be stamp sets. It won't just be papers every time. I know that there's dies coming up and there's a stamp set coming up, and I can say, I don't know what they are, but I'm sure I'm allowed to say that. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reaching down. So I've got a little kit that I'm selling, and if for people in the UK, and I have popped this on my customer group to get priority. But no one's taken me up on it yet. They must all have you must all have your cards done for Christmas. But I've got some of these papers left over, and I do think they're on low stock, and I've got some of the ephemera. So I thought I'll put together a little kit that I can send out, and I do have a PDF. So in this kit, you're going to get 8 envelopes. So you'll have stuff to make 8 cards. You're going to get 4 sheets of card to do your card bases, and then 1 piece of thin white to use for mounting and things like that. Okay, so we've got real red, basic white, crumb cake and garden green. So you can cut those down to make cards, and then you've got your envelopes, and then you've got 2 sheets of each of the patterns to do the cards. Okay. You're also going to get 1.5 meters of twine, the red and white baker's twine. And then my favourite bit, you're going to get, and it saves you buying a full pack, because a full pack's £8, but you're going to get at least 20 of the ephemera greetings. So, oh look, there's the twine in there as well. Oh, the stickers come off the back of one of these. So you're going to get 20 different greetings, and I'll make sure, well, I have tried to make sure that these are all different. So you will get more greetings than you need, but you can use them you know, on other cards. They're very, very handy. The gold, the cardstock, and the stick. They've got stickers on the back, so you'll get 20 different greetings. Okay. And then you'll also get a handful of die cuts from the papers to do your cards with. So there are a selection. So I'm basically giving a quarter of a pack of the papers. So you can have this posted to you for £15. I think I worked out there's over £10 worth of bits and bobs in there. So with postage and packing and time for putting them together, do let me know if you'd like one. It's great to make 8 quick Christmas cards, but what you will also get is I will email you my PDF on how to make the cards. And I should show you some of the cards, shouldn't I? So these are some of the cards that you can make. I will email you the PDF, and it does have instructions for 12 different cards using these products, and that normally sells at £10, as I've been selling it for £10. So I think it's a good little value kit to get for 15. So if you've run out of cards, it's a nice little kit, and you don't have to buy all the products then. So that's that. That's that one. What else do I need to tell you? Next, coffee and card. I did get one new person book on from last week, which was Anne H. Thank you, Anne H. So I think I've got 5 now. I would love to get to 10. I would love, we used to get double figures. I would love to get to 10 and get it, make coffee and card great again. So, you've all gone quiet. I hope that I've got 9 of you on and you're not too chatty today. Maybe I'm talking too much. So this coffee and card starts on the 30th of December, in between Christmas and New Year. And I've done 4 of the weeks. It's only for 5 weeks. I've actually got the products for the one after, so I can share those with you today because I've already decided what it's going to be, and that will start in February. And I've made another card for this set, so if you've not been tempted yet, all the cards I've made so far are with the sewing papers. So in this set of papers, you've got sewing papers and sort of crafts, cross stitch, you've got baking, you've got skincare ones, you've got book lovers, you've got a page of die cuts, and then there's a sheet with like plants on and armchairs. They're good for cards for retired people, I would say. Not that I think for 1 minute that all you do when you're retired is sit in an armchair and look at your plants, because I know some people say they don't know they ever had time to work. But this is a card I've made today. I hope you like it. I've gone for a square card, a bit bigger than I normally would. It's 14.8 centimetres square, and I've done a little card, and I think this is suitable. Emma's making cards, good girl. Suitable for male and female recipients, depending on what colour card base. I mean, mine's the petal pink. So if you change this up to the pecan pie, that colour, it could be a bit more male. And then that opens up just like that. It's one of those with a little back to front card. And I've cut the chair and the bits and bobs from the papers. And yeah, I was really pleased with that one. So that's going to be one of the cards. I've only got one more design to do. So that's open for booking. There's a link going across the bottom of the screen for you to book on. And I'm also doing it as an in-person class at my studio on Saturday the 3rd of January. If anybody local fancies coming along to that. We've got 2 new kits available for ordering today. One of them is a lovely baby themed like scrapbook, like baby's first year scrapbook. And the other one is a sort of botanicals floral design. And then I've got some new products to show you, but I did say I'd do an unboxing video, so I might do that. Now, I've not got loads because funds didn't allow, but here is the front cover of the catalogue. I'm only allowed to show you this. It goes live in January. I'm going to show you one stamp set that I love, and then I love more than one stamp set. I'm going to show you a stamp set that we're going to use. Okay, so this is the stamp set. Now the stamp sets have changed. They're not in boxes anymore. They're going to be in these wallets. So this stamp set I loved because I get asked a lot, oh, I just fancy, have you not got a stamp set that just has a graduation stamp in it? Have you not got one that has an Easter? You know, or a Valentine's? I don't want a whole stamp set dedicated to Valentine's Day. I probably don't want a whole stamp set dedicated to Easter. And I certainly, even though both my sons have graduated, don't need a whole stamp set for graduation. So this one is called Reason to Celebrate, and I love the fonts. And that is the full size. And you've got happy anniversary on your graduation, on your special day, Happy New Year, St. Patrick's Day, congratulations, birthday, Valentine's Day, Easter. What do we think of that stamp set? I love that stamp set. I think it's great. I'll have a little sneaky look in my catalogue and see how much it is. £19. And it has 20 stamps. So I think it's great, that one. And then this is the one I'm going to use for the coffee and card. This reminds me of one called Forever Fern. Emma, I think you might have done this one. And we had some lovely green papers. And it was 2020. And it was probably the third or fourth coffee and card that I ever did. So this was called Greenery Lane. And this is a stamp set. And it's different sort of botanicals. And these fill in the stamps. So those stamp in. Okay. And then we have dies. Obviously that comes as a bundle. But these are separate dies. What we've also got, because you all loved it last time, is we've got the greenery washi tape. I couldn't get my words out then. Greenery Lane washi tape. The dies are individual, so you can just sort of cut them out when you want them, or the ones that you want. But yeah, we've got the washi. So we had a lot of fans of that. I wish we'd have had a Christmas washi. But hey ho. So yeah, I will do an unboxing video because I've got a few more products. Yeah, I love that stamp set. Yeah, I love this. I think this is perfect for people to have in their crafty kit. Okie doke, right. I think that's all for the announcements because I've been talking for 24 minutes. So let's get crafting. So this week it's the Joy card. We've got Joy, we've got new products, we're having Joy. We're choosing Joy. Gone really low there, sorry. There we go. Oh. So, easy peasy today. We've got a piece of white and a white card base. And I've cut the Joy for you. That sounds wrong. I've cut your Joy out. And there's some trees to cut out. Again, more trees for cutting. So I've been super organised today, and I've got my paper ready. So I'm going to cut that one. And then I'll cut this one. So I'm going to keep it the same. Thank you, Emma, for sharing your card on the group last week and for sharing them. Yeah, Jackie, I just think with the Christmas watch. Oh, thanks for commenting, Jackie, as well. I just miss with. I just feel like they've missed with the Christmas washi, Jackie. Yep, I love the greetings too. So I'm just cutting these out. Okay, that's that done. And I need to cut out the letters because I had cut them out, but then I had an extra attendee, which I'm not complaining about, and I gave the lovely lady my I gave her my joy. She took my joy. No, okay. So let's cut these out. Oh, it's doing that thing. It doesn't like it if you've got some paper overhanging, doesn't the mini one? Which is a little bit annoying. So we'll cut that off and use that for something else. There we go, we're back in business. Yeah, you're right, Sandra, and I didn't realise you were on, so hi, Sandra. Sorry if I missed you earlier. Okay, they're all cut out, and it's just dead easy then to assemble. We're literally going to pop these on here. Honestly, today's card's so easy. Next week's a little bit trickier. So first thing to do is put the letters on, and then you can take them off one at a time and stick them down when you're happy with the placement of them. And again, this week we are using the foam pads that are the perfect width for these letters. Sorry, I just like to just check I've got it where I want it. And then this one, I've popped a little bit of the twine in your bag, so you should have some of that. And what I've done is I'm going to tie a little bit here. So if you can see from the original, there's a little bow of twine around the J. And don't pull it too tight because you'll crease the J. Just check. I think that's okay. I did mention last week that if you wanted to, you could have embossed the background, or you could stamp it with some snowflakes or something like that. I'm keeping it simple. And then we're going to just decorate this with some of the trees, and you just need to check where you may need a foam pad just to balance it out. And then I'm going to pop one here. Okay, and then that's going to get adhered to the card base. Make sure it's the right way up. And you've got quite a big border on this one this time. And there is this week's card. Oh, look, the gold looks nice there. I hope you like that one. I think this was the first one that I made, actually. It's not taken long, has it? 35. It's taken 11 minutes to do that one. Next week's won't take 11 minutes. So it's all about balance. So next week, we're going to do some origami. And I'm going to show you how to do these little Christmas trees. I'm going to make that lovely card. And then the following week, we will be doing a decoration with the gold hoops. Just got 2 left. So that's next week's design. Week 5. Bookings will close. Oh, I need to work this out. So we start on Tuesday the 30th. I need to make sure that you get it by the Saturday. Will there be a post on that Saturday? Yes, because it's Thursday. It's the 27th. So there should be some post on the Saturday the 27th. Or if not, Monday the 29th. So, I've got a couple of days. So I need to get it in the post the week before. Maybe the Friday before. Yeah. And then hopefully you might get it by the following Saturday. So I need to close off bookings really. So I need to post out on Friday the 19th. So I need to close bookings probably this weekend, actually. This weekend, I would say, to be on the safe side. That's for the hobby one, the Hobby Haven. So, right, I'm going to love you and leave you, and hope you have a lovely rest of your day in the sunshine. And I'm going to go sort the doggy out, and I'm going to film another video, I think, for my channel. So do look out for that. And I will see you next week. Thank you for watching, and you have a good week too, Anne. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye.